Hello, my Earth sign loved ones, and welcome back to the Soulmate Journey Empath. This is a special reading that I've titled Emerging from the Deep. And this reading is specifically designed to help us navigate our way out of this incredibly heavy energy that we've been experiencing during Scorpio season, especially in the last 3 weeks. All right. So there are a number of reasons that we have been experiencing this heavy energy. First of all, Scorpio season. Scorpio is the natural ruler of the 8th house, which is of our emotions. And Scorpio is all about going to the depths and emerging transformed, like the phoenix. And so scorpionic energy comes in, takes us deep, and brings us back out as something different than when we started. Also, Mars transited from earthy Virgo into the air sign of Libra, which is about harmony, balance, reciprocity. And this transit energy has kind of lightened the energy probably the past 5 days. Venus will be transiting from Scorpio, where she is now, into the sign of Sagittarius at the end of the month. And additionally, we are in a Mercury retrograde. So all of these things together are the perfect combination for incredibly heavy energy. And this reading is designed to help you navigate through. You'll notice that there are timestamps for each individual earth sign: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But the way that I was guided to do this reading by my guides was by element. And so I have collective earth sign messages as well as individual messages for each earth sign. So let's get into your collective earth sign messages that I got from Spirit and my guides. So the first message that I have for all of the earth signs is that the root chakra needs balancing. It is out of alignment. And so there's a lot of abrupt change going on. Scorpionic energy always triggers change, especially for Taurus, which is a fixed sign. Staying rooted is especially important. What I'm picking up from my earth signs right now is just an overall feeling of dissatisfaction. And there's deep healing going on, and it's very, very uncomfortable. And the reason why is because you are processing feelings that you have buried very deep inside of you. And in order to move forward, they need to be summoned and processed. And so you have been processing things that you've been carrying along with you very deep that were not conscious, that are subconscious. And those things have come up from the deep. And what I'm getting for my earth signs is trauma. Now, this could be a physical or sexual trauma you've experienced. It could be an emotional trauma, but there was something that left a significant emotional impact on you that you've been processing. I'm also getting that you don't realize it, but you have also been manifesting things into your life that, because of this very heavy energy, earth signs, you have not been seeing the tangible results. But you're being cautioned. That doesn't mean that you're not manifesting. And the law of attraction was brought to my attention with pay attention in all caps and asterisks. And I'll show you that right here. Pay attention. And the reason why my guides were telling me to warn you of this is that if you give in to this heavy negative energy, you're not going to be manifesting what you're looking for. You're going to be manifesting another trip in a karmic cycle. So what I'm getting for some of you is that part of this Scorpio energy has brought about significant shifts in your social circle, in your group of friends. And that this is more moving away from acquaintanceships and more superficial connections to having soul-based connections. And for some of you, I'm getting that you are coming into alignment with others from one of your soul groups. Now, depending on your belief system, this could be past life connections that you have soul contracts with. If you identify as a star seed, then this is coming into alignment with members of your star seed soul group. This is just going to look different for everybody, but I'm really getting soul group alignment. So aligning with those that are members of your soul group. What I'm also picking up for earth signs is I'm not getting these from solar plexus chakra, which typically is associated with digestive issues. I'm getting this more from your heart chakra area. So I'm thinking your esophagus. So digestive issues like acid reflux or GERD. And what my guides are suggesting to help you with the difficulty navigating this energy is because you are so practically based, because you're looking for tangible progress, results, proof here, to write yourself affirmations to address positive ways of manifesting things into your life through the law of attraction versus perseverating or focusing on negative thought patterns or negative outcomes because you are unintentionally background manifesting more heavy energy into your space because you're not processing these lessons. So you're manifesting in the second, third, fourth attack wave in the war for you to learn this karmic lesson. And so, doing these affirmations is going to improve your perspective, your energy, and definitely more positively affect your ability to be using the law of attraction right now. I'm also getting that goal setting, lists, and plans. You may notice, this has my notes on it, but this has daily, weekly, and life. And you can move things from the weekly to the daily as you check off what you've accomplished for the day. And if it's only something as tangible as a piece of paper for you, earth signs, you putting in the work and systematically checking everything off of your list is going to give you that tangible sense of accomplishment. So the last collective message that I have for my earth signs is that this perspective shift through affirmations, through lists, plans, and goal setting, through positive manifestations of the law of attraction, through navigating this discomfort and coming into alignment with soul group members is going to transform your energy. And the song that I was shown was Hey Jude by the Beatles. And some of the lyrics say, Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. All right. Take a sad song and make it better. And what I'm getting for you, earth signs, is that through the law of attraction and through affirmations, lists, and goal setting, you can shift your perspective, be attracting the type of energy that you want, and navigate this more difficult energy with a sense of accomplishment and stability. All right. So please do check the description box below for your individual earth sign so that you can get your more personalized reading. Hello, my Taurus loved ones. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first thing that I wanted to get into was chakra imbalances. And I had mentioned in the collective earth sign messages to really focus on your base or root chakra as this energy is shifting. And this is also going to help you with that message about listing, goal setting, and planning. That's going to be producing those tangible results that you're looking for. It's going to be a way of anchoring you in the present, in the 3D, in the day-to-day. And so really do that work. You can work with stones and crystals. You can work with colors. You can work with meditations. You can work with Reiki. There are a multitude of different ways to get your root chakra fully opened, and it needs to be opened all the way. All right. And for you specifically, Taurus, I'm also getting that the heart chakra needs opening. And this heart chakra has been closed because of circumstances, people, situations. And rather than allowing yourself to feel these feelings, process these feelings that are the result of your interactions with others, you just kind of closed off this space. So your heart is there, but there is a wall up around it. And opening your heart chakra is very, very important for not just relations with others, but for you living fully, for you channeling intuition and truth through your heart. Okay. So again, stones, crystals, colors, binaural beats, really, really work on opening up this heart chakra. And if you're writing things down anyway, journaling is also a great way to open up that chakra. If there are words left unsaid or feelings that you are feeling during this heavy energy that are related to specific persons or experiences that you've been through in the past. So let's go ahead and get into tarot and see, what do you need to detach, confront, release, and rebuild as you navigate through this energy and prepare for the 12/12 portal. What does Taurus need to release or detach from? What does Taurus need to detach from? And we have the King of Wands energy. This is masculine fire energy. And the King of Wands is someone like the Queen of Wands that has a lot of projects going at once. And, excuse me, this fiery energy doesn't operate at a consistent energy level. It ebbs and flows with passion and inspiration. And so what I'm getting for some of you, especially that have a creative tie to your job where you have some creative license, creative autonomy in the way that you do your job, you may be taking on more that requires a lot more inspiration than what you really have the capacity to manage at this time. And so the big message that I'm picking up for what you need to detach from is taking on too many things at once, because your nature as an earth sign is to systematically produce tangible results. And when you have so many irons in the fire, you feel like you're herding cats and you're unable to get consistent results from everything that you have going on. What does Taurus need to confront? And we have the Knight of Wands energy. Again, this is masculine fire energy. This is echoing that whole that fiery work ethic of in real hot, then out. Like in and out, hot and cold, with all of these things that you have going on. And again, the Knight of Wands is hot and cold, in and out, because they're always chasing something. And so I'm getting that a lot of you have just too many things going on, and that you have to confront that. And what you need to detach from is this expectation that it's a good suit for your personality, because it's not. It's making you feel incredibly defeated and incredibly inconstant, which is very, very difficult for you. And this message is particularly strong if you are a Taurus with a Mars or a moon that is a fire sign, especially Sagittarius. So let's see, why is this base chakra out of alignment for Taurus? Why is this base chakra out of alignment for Taurus? You're exhausted. These are very clear, very strong messages for you, Taurus. Fire energy here again. Like, you are literally exhausted in this Nine of Wands energy. There's so much going on. You don't feel grounded. And again, that's a Sagittarian energy. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, Taurus, especially your moon or Mars, or Venus even, this is significant for you. Why does Taurus have their heart chakra blocked? The moon. This is Cancer or Pisces energy. The moon is all about what is unknown or what you can't see, or maybe even operating under illusions. So there may have been situations in the past where what you couldn't see got the best of you, but now you're kind of shadow boxing. My guides are saying, yes, you're shadow boxing. You're being defensive against what you can't see here. And part of that too, if your heart is not in your work and you're just go, 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 you know, you have a lot of perceptions about what you have to do, how productive you have to be, how much you have to bite off regarding work, that are like illusions that you have created for yourself about your own productivity, that maybe aren't even realistic in the light of day. But it's a shadow that you're chasing. It's a shadow. And what's confronting? Confronting is shadow work. It's the moon energy. So in order to detach, that's bringing balance. That's the Justice card. So in order to bring balance, you really have to confront that this way of going about accomplishing things is not working for you, and that you maybe can't manage it. You have to let go of the idea that you can manage it, because, you know, it's got you feeling out of alignment. You don't feel grounded. You aren't happy. So let's see what you need to release, Taurus. What does Taurus need to release? What does Taurus need to release? Wow. Taurus needs to release. So here we have the Strength card. This is Leo energy. Taurus needs to release thinking that you can manage this beast is what my guides are telling me. This whole situation where you're going has turned into a lion that you're afraid is going to eat you. You're feeling enveloped in this situation, and what you need to release is this idea that you can tame this. Because here's this Page of Swords coming in. You need to adopt a new perspective. You know, you need to look at the situation, study the situation. What about the situation isn't working? How can I change the momentum? What about my perspective needs to change? And the Page of Swords is also kind of going back and adopting more of a student energy. Someone who is learning or willing to learn. Rather than the person who's like, oh no, I got it. And, you know, behind the scenes, you may say that you have it, but behind the scenes, you're just running yourself ragged. This situation, this way of doing things is just not conducive to your nature. And what does Taurus need to know to rebuild? What does Taurus need to know to rebuild? The Emperor energy. Here is your energy, or Aries energy. And what you need to know to rebuild is ultimately you need to have control over the situation and feel like you have grounded, practical control over the situation in order to feel safe, in order to feel like you can manage it, in order to feel like a boss, like you've got this. And so this is letting you know, the Emperor is the king of all kings. They're not just the king that has a million things going on at once. They're that king. And a king who's open-hearted, and a king who is logical and practical, and an earthy king who is practical and abundant. So whether you're masculine or feminine energy, you are really being challenged to consider looking for something for a situation, whether it's a person, a job, a whole career, a living situation, a family situation that is more in line with your nature. So let's go ahead and get some oracle messages here and find out what karmic lesson is each of these teaching you. What is detaching from the King of Wands teaching Taurus? What is detaching from the King of Wands teaching Taurus? We're going to get these all and then flip them. What is confronting the Knight of Wands teaching Taurus? What is the base chakra and the Nine of Wands teaching? And the heart came out as well and promptly flew under the table, but I got that for you. What lesson is releasing strength in the Page of Swords teaching Taurus? And what is rebuild and the Emperor teaching Taurus? All right. Okay, so I'm telling you, I couldn't make this up. Detaching from this King of Wands energy is teaching you judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So this is accepting that there are some King of Wands out there, but that's not really your energy. It's not an energy that you feel very comfortable in. And so maybe agreeing to something that, you know, you feel was out of your comfort zone or out of your purview, out of a fear of judgment, or people judging you because this is just not who you are. This is a lesson that you're having to learn here. And also questioning your own judgment. What are your motives for trying to adopt that energy? And here is where this card comes in. So confronting this Knight of Wands energy. And I'm getting that this has a lot to do with work for you, Taurus. And here we have envy. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. Okay, so this is telling you, you do not, there's nothing to envy if there are others that you're trying to emulate that have this energy. It's not better, it's different. It's just different. And then here we go, success. The lesson that is going to help you stabilize this root chakra. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So if you've been beating yourself up and burdening yourself to try to accomplish things in this way that is burdensome and unnatural for you, very difficult, you're being asked to reevaluate what your measure of success is. And this is perfect coming out under the moon. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Living in the energy of love, having that open chakra, the heart chakra, is learning how to confront this fear and not allowing it to control you. And what do we fear? What we can't see, what's not obvious to us, what's hidden. And that's very much the energy of the moon. Release with the Strength and the Page of Swords. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So again, adversity, overcoming adversity is very much in the energy of that Page of Swords. And the way of doing it is by learning. And what did I say? Adopting more of a student's perspective, that we are all lifelong learners at life. You know, no matter what your age is, your maturity, your education, your seniority in your field, your prestige, everyone has something to learn and can learn something every day and in every situation. And so you're being reminded that, release resentment for this adversity and see it as an opportunity for growth and for change. And then under rebuild, service. I feel good when I can help others. And that Emperor energy is way more balanced than that Knight of Wands or even the King of Wands energy. And so your career or your work may have taken such a toll on you, Taurus, that you haven't been able to do for the people that really, really matter to you. And maybe some of you, as part of a spiritual awakening, are embarking on a career path or a work path that is more aligned with service to the collective than grinding for some sense of material success. All right. So let's go ahead and close it out with some oracle messages and see what you need to know to navigate the rest of this energy. What are messages for Taurus? We have one and just one for you, but it was very strong. It flipped and flopped. Wow. And you have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So, doing a lot of this healing of these issues that have you feeling weary and confined, grounding yourself, practicing affirmations to manifest positives, are really going to balance out your energy, really release this envy, these outdated ideas about success, the judgment, the fear, embracing the adversity, and making yourself of service, allowing yourself to be an instrument. You know, there is an element of soul consciousness in doing this healing, releasing this fear in your heart chakra so that you can live in love and in the energy of love. All right. So I hope that those messages resonated with you. If they did, please comment below. And if you like the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to get some distance Reiki, that is a free energy exchange. Please send me an email. That information is in the description box below. I'd be more than happy to send you some Reiki to help you balance out during this transition and help you prepare for your emergence. And I also wanted to let you know that if you are interested in scheduling a private reading, that information, as well as the decks used in the reading today, can be found in the description box below. So until next time, my Taurus loved ones, I'm sending you lots of healing, love, and light. Bye-bye. Hello, my Virgo loved ones, and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and get right into your reading. So when I was talking about the collective message for earth signs, I did say that the base chakra, the root chakra, needs to be balanced and aligned and integrated. And that's because there's a lot of shifting energy going on, and you're feeling just kind of caught up in this energy. So you can use crystals, binaural beats, colors, meditations, yoga, Reiki, whatever modality works best for you. But it is very important that you get your root chakra balanced and aligned. Specifically for you, Virgo, I'm also getting, not throat chakra. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm specifically getting third eye chakra and that it needs opening. This is not to say that your third eye chakra has never been open, but right now, Virgos, collectively, it is closed. So we're going to go ahead and get into tarot, because in order to close out this chapter, to embrace the end of this cycle and a new beginning here with the World card, we need to restore karmic balance by detaching. We need to face our fears and confront in the moon energy. We need to adopt the scorpionic energy and end Scorpio season by releasing what no longer serves us and rebuilding stronger, better, and more solid. So let's get into tarot and see, what does Virgo need to detach from? And you have two. Wow. So here we have your energy coming out twice. We do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And what I'm really getting here is this energy is forcing you to detach from your sense of the material. This energy is so slow moving for you to make progress that you're not feeling abundant. You're not feeling like you have much that you can nurture and foster that will grow. But you're being asked to detach from this. And energetically, when we detach from things that we're very, very focused on, rather than it just flying away into nothing, it boomerangs those things, and energetically they come back to us. So you're being asked to detach from your material focus right now with this Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles energy. because I'm getting you're obsessed with making ends meet, with money, with et cetera, et cetera. And actually what you're doing energetically is repelling those things from coming your way because you have an unhealthy attachment to them. What does Virgo need to confront? Let's go for fewer cards, please. What does Virgo need to confront? And we have the 10 of Wands energy. This is fire energy. You need to confront the burden of going about things this way. The burden of worrying. The burden of running around just trying to accomplish stability. Feeling like you can't manage. You have to confront that burden. You're feeling that way for a reason. And in confronting that, you're also being asked to evaluate which of those burdens in that 10 of Wands energy is really worth you carrying. Is it worth you carrying forward? Why is base chakra out of alignment for a Virgo? And here we have the Justice card. Again, as these karmic scales are balancing, you're really feeling thrown off. And it's because things are balancing. You have become accustomed to an imbalance and things are balancing back out. And as they balance back out, you're being encouraged to stay grounded. And for some of you, if you are financially codependent is the word that my guides gave me, on someone else, part of you feeling off kilter, out of alignment, off balance, without a solid footing, is because there's an imbalance in the situation. Why is the third eye chakra blocked? Well, here we have the 8 of Cups energy. This is emotionally walking away from a situation. And if you have blocked yourself and have emotionally walked away from a situation, you're also not able to properly filter intuitive messages that you're getting. And so what I'm getting is you just blocked yourself off too far with that third eye chakra. That you haven't just emotionally walked away. You have literally like closed yourself off because you just feel so burdened. What does Virgo need to release? Oh my gosh. And here's the Devil card. And what did we talk about earlier in terms of codependent? The word codependent came up. Feeling bound, feeling burdened. You need to release this codependent energy. And the Devil is the major arcana card for Capricorn. And Capricorn is about having control. Right now, your karmic lesson is releasing control over the material. And being in a place where you feel like you have no control over it. But you're also being asked to release this sense of financial codependence with family, with a partner, with a roommate, with a child. And really what I'm getting is you're just very... The thing that you're releasing is being materialistic. Not to say that you're sheerly materialistic, but your focus has been so material that if there's periods of feast and famine in terms of the ebb and flow of your finances, it just wrecks you. It just absolutely wrecks you. And in what I'm getting for some of you is if you're in a codependent, financially codependent relationship, like you have emotionally walked away from it already, but there's this bitterness and you're feeling bound because of financial codependence. So some of you are being asked to release those kind of attachments to other people. And what does Virgo need to know about rebuilding? And you have 2 cards. So first out, you have the 6 of Swords energy. This is air energy. And this is moving into calmer waters. So if you have been considering releasing a karmic attachment, which this situation is definitely karmic, you're learning a lot in it. This is the sign, if you've been looking for one, that it's about time for you to make a departure. If this is a way of thinking that is karmic, that has kept you in karmic cycles, that is destructive on your own, you're being asked to let it go and take what you've learned from being this way and move forward into calmer waters, having learned your lessons. These swords are the lessons that you have learned. And next out is the 2 of Wands. And this is great energy to come in after the Tower, because this is a decision being made and you're optimistic. You're looking to the horizon and the world is in your hands. The world is in your hands. So this is not going to resonate with everyone, but for those of you where this is like a relationship specific, like a relationship that your heart has not been in, where you are financially codependent on your partner, and that has been your obstacle to leaving, you have finally come to the point where you realize you can't deal with it anymore. It's a toxic energy that is holding you back in this devil energy. You're perpetuating this karmic cycle. Things are not balancing out the way that they should. And, you're not in touch with your intuition. You feel off kilter because of it. And so here, this is your opportunity. This is the divine coming in and saying, hey, you can go ahead and release this now. You may not know what's ahead, but you're guaranteed to be moving into calmer waters and releasing yourself from this heavy energy that has you anchored in this deep, deep, dark place. Okay, that's why the reading is emerging from the deep emotional depths of Scorpio season, where this has been playing out in your life. And the world is in your hands. The choice is up to you. Your agency, your free will is highlighted here, coming in with the Death card and the Tower. All right. So Spirit really wants you to know that if you embrace this lesson and take it and move forward for the lesson that it was, for the value, that the world is at your disposal. And you can get out of this heavy energy, be unburdened. The scales will balance and you can move on to the distant horizon that is calling to you. All right. So let's go ahead and get oracle messages to identify which karmic lessons you're learning here. What is the karmic lesson with detach? Okay. Karmic lesson with confront. Okay. Hey, kitty, kitty, blessing the reading. Obi. Oh my gosh. Sorry about this, guys. We got a little kitty that wants to get involved here in the middle of the reading to say hi to Virgo. Come on, little cat, get down. Hold on. Sorry about that, Virgo. So Obi-Wan came to say hi, but he has now left the building. So let's get an oracle message for the karmic lesson with release here for Virgo. Karmic lesson with release for Virgo. Release for Virgo. Now they're tough coming. So come on. Release for Virgo. There we go. And rebuild. All right. Well, that sure shook up the energy, didn't it? That little cat. All right. What karmic lesson are you learning with detach and the material? Surrender. I can release my need to control. And so Virgo, managing your assets, managing your finances is very therapeutic for you. It gives you a sense of control. It gives you a sense of stability. But if you have over integrated that, then you're missing out on the other aspects of your life. And there are other ways to have security, stability, and contentment. And so you're being asked to surrender this because you're overly focused on it and trying to control it, being the key phrase here. And so even though it sounds ironic through the law of attraction, when you surrender control, you surrender your obsession, your dependence on things, then they come to you because that obsessive heavy energy is repelling those things from coming toward you. What are you confronting with the moon? Well, fear here. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So that's the thing about unconditional love. It has no conditions. It doesn't say, well, I'll only do it if there isn't ever a burden, or if I'm never testing my patience, or if I never have to surrender anything. And fear of being overwhelmed, fear of being burdened, fear of not being able to manage things, especially if you've emotionally walked away in a connection, is really blocking your ability to practice unconditional love with yourself and with others. And you have to confront that your desire to control these different aspects of your material reality come from a place of fear of lack. And so this is testing your resolve. This karmic lesson, this surrender, is testing your resolve and teaching you to release and confront this fear that has been motivating you. The lesson with the base chakra, worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Oh, God. If there was an Olympic gold medal for worrying, Virgo, you would win every year. And this worrying is just contributing to you feeling out of balance and off kilter. So here you're being told worrying about it isn't going to make it any better. You have to surrender. Worrying is because of fear and a need to control. And you're being asked to surrender that in order to learn the lessons and get to the other side of this really heavy energy. With the third eye chakra and the Eight of Cups, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So, I mean, even if you have emotionally walked away from a person in a connection, you're still feeling like, excuse my French, crap, because you are responsible for your own emotional well-being. And an interesting thing here about this Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from these 8 to look for that one last cup to get to the Nine of Cups, to get to the wish fulfillment. And you may have kind of emotionally distanced yourself from other people or from a specific person to tend to your one cup, your well-being. And in order to do that, you've got to open and integrate that third eye chakra, my loved ones. The lesson you're learning in release is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So for those of you that have been hanging on to a toxic or codependent situation or person because you feel like you can't financially manage without them, you're being told here, Spirit's telling you, yes, you can. And using those affirmations, using the law of attraction, whatever I set my mind to. So the law of attraction plays a huge, huge role in you processing this karmic cycle right now, Virgo. And the lesson in rebuilding is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And yes, I couldn't have picked a better card to come out with this rebuild with the Six of Swords energy, the Two of Wands. Like, you have the power to manifest what you want. And if you're consistently worrying and giving power, and you're just manifesting more worry, manifesting more fear, surrender that shit and persevere. And you will feel this sense of freedom that you haven't felt because you're breaking the chains, breaking free from the anchor of that heavy, heavy devil energy. All right. So let's go ahead and get some oracle messages for you, Virgo, to close out and see what else can help you or inspire you to shift out of this heavy energy as we shift out of Scorpio season. Messages for Virgo. 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 One more shuffle, Virgo. And you just have one oracle message, and it perfectly reflects this third eye chakra. It's called Finding Sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And yes, you are so in the 3D right now, Virgo, with the third eye needing opening. It's going to shift your perspective significantly. Shift your perspective significantly. And look at how much purple we have here with the higher chakras and indigo. Okay. So a lot of clarity is going to come into you, but you have to open that third eye. You have to be connecting with your spiritual source, your guide, your spirituality, your religion, your ancestors, your whatever it is to you. Open that third eye, stay grounded, and connect to it, and it will help you navigate and get to the other side of this energy. All right. So I hope that those messages resonated with you, Virgo. If they did, please comment below and let me know how this is working out in your life. Please also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like updates on the newest uploaded content. You can follow me on social media if you're interested in a more tarot-based experience, as well as other content. I do different content on my Instagram than I do on YouTube. That information is in the description box. So is the information in the link if you'd like to schedule a personal reading with me. And last but not least, with all of this heavy energy, if you would like some distance Reiki is a free energy exchange between us. Please email me and I would be more than happy to send you some Reiki to help you balance yourself, align yourself, and be able to make the most of these lessons that have been presented to you so that you can finish the year and the decade well and embrace that new chapter that is coming your way. All right. So until next time, my Virgo loved ones, I'm sending you lots and lots of healing, love, and light. Bye-bye. All right. Hello, Capricorn loved ones. So let's get into the specific intuitive messages that I have for you. First of all, I want you to know that as these energies readings have been going, I've been sitting down doing the collective messages and then going in order of each of the signs, recording all the material, and then, breaking afterwards. And my guides told me to take a break before I did yours, and that, go ahead, take my shower, everything. And that I would understand why by the time I got out of the shower. And I, as a practice, even if I can't take a salt bath, I do keep mineral salts at arm's reach, and I'll just take some of the salts and, cleanse myself and rub it all over my whole body. And it's very, very grounding, especially when I use the pink Himalayan salt. And you can buy that in bulk just about any place. You can even get it with essential oils added to it. And so the message that I have for you is that all of the earth signs came in with that collective message as needing to really balance and align this root chakra with this energy that we're navigating. And the specific message that I have for you, your energy is different than the other earth signs right now. The specific message that I have for you from my guides is that could be the salt baths, the salt cleansing, even using Himalayan salt in your food, but an earthy salt versus sea salt, right? We've been in this sea of emotions in Scorpio season, Capricorn, that we're really trying to emerge from, right? And so to get back to land, to get your root thrown down, to feel grounded and secure in the day-to-day, like using detoxing salts or cleansing yourself with earth mineral salts is a message that I have for you. The next message that I have for you is that many of you are blocked in your heart chakra area right now in this part of your body. And as I'd said in the collective intuitive messages, I was really getting like something going on with the esophagus, more in the area of the heart chakra, and yet still related to the digestive system. So again, I'm hearing the word detox, and there are many different ways to do this. There are ways to remove things from your diet, gradually reintegrate them, to switch to foods that are high in fiber to cleanse your digestive tract. But really what I'm getting is you may have been giving into some bad habits, like eating high fat or high salt foods, iodized salt foods, or maybe drinking. And that with anxiety or even chain smoking, some of you, is creating a lot of block in this heart chakra. I'm getting a lot of breathing problems, chest congestion. This could be seasonal allergies. This could be something dietary. So again, with digestive coming up, but heart chakra, a lot of you really need to look at what you're putting in your body. And that is the form of toxicity that's coming through in terms of your energy, your base, and your heart chakra. So also opening up the heart chakra and allowing yourself to process these heavy emotions, this scorpionic 8th house energy for Capricorn That is natural 11th house, which has to do with friendships. So past hurts related to your social circle, to friends, soulmates. Some of those feelings are wanting to come back to the surface. And rather than experience that pain over again, I'm getting that a lot of you Capricorn just closed yourself off from experiencing the feelings, and that it's manifesting in this imbalance and this overall toxicity that I'm picking up on, related to your digestive system, but in the region of your heart chakra. So let's go ahead and get into tarot. We are going to examine, in order to adopt this world energy, we have to embrace these karmic lessons. We have to detach from things, confront things, balance our chakras, release things, and rebuild in order to embrace this opportunity to close one chapter and begin a new one as we transition toward the 12-12 portal toward the end of the year and the end of the decade. Because we don't want to be stuck in those same cycles over and over again, right? And a lot of you Capricorns have been ascending quickly from a spiritual perspective through this Scorpio season. And while it feels like heavy and low energy, when you feel this energy start to shift and you have settled a lot of this karma, then you're going to feel so much lighter. And looking at your diet, looking at detoxifying and keeping yourself grounded are really going to help you open up and embrace this new energy. So let's get into tarot. What does Capricorn need to detach from? And we have way too many cards, so we're going to shuffle here real quick. And try again. All right. What does Capricorn need to detach from? What does Capricorn need to detach from? What does Capricorn need to detach from? And we have the 10 of Wands energy. This is fire energy. This is feeling burdened. This is having so much going on that you just feel burdened. And what I'm really getting with this detach is you are being called upon with the base and heart chakra needing balance, alignment, and integration for your overall health and well-being. You are being called upon to put the rods down and do some healing. Detach from all of these activities, all of these things that keep you going, keep you moving, that are adding to the burden. And part of what I'm picking up is with this Scorpio energy coming in, it's creating a tower that you were trying to avoid with all of these other things. And the thing about the tower energy is that it comes in for divine intervention when you're not clearing those obstacles on your own. So this is divine intervention, getting you to stop and encouraging you to process. But we'll see what comes out with confront. What does Capricorn need to confront? And here we have the collaborative energy of the Three of Pentacles. Again, friendships, partnerships. And what I'm picking up is a lot of you have just completely overextended yourself for others. And it was not a collaborative energy. It was a burden for you. And again, with Scorpio being natural 11th house to Capricorn, this involves friendships and relationships around you, your circle. And this indicates to me, like those intuitive messages, that you're really having changes in your friend group, in your social circle, in your community, because of your own personal growth. You have been leveling up spiritually at a very rapid rate during Scorpio season, Capricorn. And these burdensome connections have to be confronted, because the lesson here is that you have come to soul consciousness and are seeking soul group alignment. And so you're being asked to confront the lessons that these communities, that these social groups, that these friends have taught you. But moving forward, you have to detach yourself from taking on more than you're capable of carrying in these connections, because the energy is imbalanced. And this is also the detached card in the Psychic Tarot for the heart, is the Justice card, which is all about balancing karma. And so the balance is, you're going to have to put some burdens down, but if you put those burdens down, they're not going to be placed back upon you. And so that is really going to help lighten your energy and help you open up your heart chakra, so that you're not being overburdened and overextending yourself for the sake of the people around you that you are connected with, Capricorn. Why is Capricorn's base chakra out of alignment? The Page of Cups. This is Pisces energy. And again, pages represent friends to me. And this is you not getting enough. You know, the page kind of has this little fish in their cup. They have a cup that needs filling, but they're getting this fish instead. And fish are fickle. Fish are hard to hold on to. You can't get a grasp on a fish, because they can wriggle right out of it and swim away. Okay, so they're slick. They're hard to hold on to. And again, like, I'm just really getting that you're not feeling this sense of reciprocity. And this is very transformative energy in 11th house for you, Capricorn. Why is the heart chakra blocked? And there's the World card, which we have here again as Embrace. And this is really being resistant to closing out a chapter and starting a new one. Essentially, the key to ending this cycle, this chapter, and starting the new one is for you to open your heart. Because when your heart is not open, you're unable to replenish your own cup and to share your cup with others on the frequency of unconditional love. If your heart is blocked, we discussed some of the areas related with the heart chakra that I was seeing some issues with. And, sometimes you can get physical manifestations of the chakra being out of balance. And that's just spirit telling your body, trying to get your attention, that something here has to give. And it's a burden for you to have your heart closed off like this, Capricorn, is very much what I'm picking up. What does Capricorn need to release? What does Capricorn need to release? We have the 8 of Wands energy. And the message I'm getting with this card, this is fire energy. This is always needing to come to the rescue. This is swift movement coming in. And that's what I'm getting. Isn't that burdensome? If you're always the person to come in for someone else's benefit, then who is coming in when you're in crisis? And one of the things that I'm picking up is, before you came to this point of spiritual awakening, you put your value on your ability to help other people, to be their hero. And it's a noble thing to go and help others, but when it imbalances us, to where we're not able to make it through the day-to-day and manage things for ourselves, when it blocks our heart because we have given more than we're capable of to keep ourselves feeling whole, then it's really not satisfying the purpose of helping those other people, because ultimately at the end of the day, you deplete yourself and you're unable to care for yourself or people that matter to you. And the other thing about it too, Capricorn, is if you are constantly seeking out relationships in your life where people need rescuing, those people are either unable through external circumstances and divine timing, or unwilling through their own unawareness to confront things and resolve them for themselves. And it's not our job to resolve the karma of others, right? Resolving your own karma is a full-time job. And if you are constantly in these relationships, and the Three of Pentacles is foundational energy. These could be friendships that go, or family relationships, things that go all the way back to your childhood that have really influenced or impressed upon you this need, that have triggered the reaction in you to have this need to run around to help everybody else, to be the one they call, the one they run to. And you're really being asked to release whatever the temptation is to keep running back to be right there if that person or those people have problems, because every time you run to help them, you're preventing them from processing their own lesson, their own karma, and learning how to do it for themselves. It's creating a codependent relationship with those people. And this can be really difficult to let go of, because I see here that it is very foundational to your view of the world, that there have been so many relationships like this that are in your foundation that have really shaped and developed your tendency to be attracted to these types of relationships with people. And what does Capricorn need to rebuild? What does Capricorn need to rebuild? All right, Capricorn. Rebuilding requires the Four of Pentacles energy. This is earth energy. This is holding on to your own foundation. In the negative, this card is often seen as being miserly. But what I'm getting here is you have been so selfless that you think it's miserly to hold back something for yourself, for your own stability here with the Four of Pentacles. And you're being told that that's not miserly, that's not selfish, that's not stingy. And miserly, selfish, stingy, those are words that you may hear thrown around by these people here with the Three of Pentacles. But interestingly enough, right after the Three of Pentacles comes the Four. You've been through the ringer. You know what you need to hold on to. You know what needs to be present in a firm foundation. And also these fours about stability. You're going to feel more stable as you are making this transformation and aligning with people in a soul group. And I'm really getting aligning with people in your soul group because Scorpio is your 11th house and Sagittarius is your 12th, natural 12th house, Capricorn. And so I'm seeing that as you transition into this Sagittarius energy, which is more expansive, more worldly, that you are going to come into connection with people that you have subconscious ties to, right? The 12th house is about what is hidden, subconscious, and past lives and starseed origins, things like that. Imprints of your soul group that you belong to are things that you have to travel through awakening to get to. And here you have to make room for return to those soul group connections by eliminating the connections in your 3D world that are no longer serving you. So let's go ahead and see what karmic lessons are you learning each step of the way here. What karmic lesson is Capricorn learning with detaching? What karmic lesson is Capricorn learning with confront? What lesson with the base chakra? What lesson with the heart chakra? What lesson with release? Oh my gosh. And what lesson with rebuild? All right. I just have to tell you, a couple of these flipped on me, and I just love it when the cards come together like this, because it was really crystallizing that there wasn't another storyline here, that we're really onto it. So the karmic lesson that you're learning with this detaching from the burdens is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And again, you know intuitively that you cannot continue burdening yourself this way anymore. And you're being asked to detach with faith that the karmic scales will get balanced, that the divine has your back. This is an act of faith. With confronting, you are learning perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So especially with that statement about these being foundational relationships, these could be family members. This could be your spiritual, religious, racial, or ethnic community of origin. This could be your socioeconomic status of origin, your region of origin. And the way that you have developed in that environment has really influenced your tendency to have to, feel compelled to put all these fires out for people. So it takes perseverance and faith to recognize that you can put this down and that you can walk away from this heavy energy in these connections. The lesson with base chakra and the Page of Cups, relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So again, this is change in your 11th house. This is cleaning out your closet in the 11th house of friendships, of community, and preparing the space for those soul group connections, for aligning with your soul group and more soulmates when you come into that 12th house energy in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is a spiritual sign. Soul groups are a spiritual bond, a spiritual connection that you have with people, and they serve your highest good. So a lot of confirmation here on this overall message. Death here is the lesson. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And you do have this reluctance for this chapter to end because it may have been foundational in your life, in your worldview up until now. It may involve people that have always been a part of your life, but maybe have always contributed to this heavy feeling for you, and more so during Scorpio season. And you're being asked to not see this as an ending, but more as a transformation. The lesson here, I couldn't make this up. The lesson you're learning with release and that 8 of Wands, friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So these old friends, they taught you this about yourself. They taught you that you cannot live in this 10 of Wands energy, in this Page of Cups where you need your cup, you extend yourself, you put yourself out there, and you get a floppy fish instead of a cool drink of water, of that soul and heart refreshment. And your cup is empty because you're constantly giving it to other people. So there's lessons that you have learned about yourself, about your foundations from these connections, but there is also so much to be learned by new people who will come into your life for reasons to teach you even more. And last but not least, this is the ultimate for you here, courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So your apprehension to close this chapter out, Capricorn, you have so much encouragement from the divine: trust, perseverance, death, and courage, courage, courage. And to have trust and courage on both sides. Have the courage to trust you're going to persevere. There may be endings to these relationships, but they're transforming into new friendships, new connections with members of your soul group. So let's close it out with some oracle messages from the Sacred Traveler. What are messages for Capricorn to help them navigate out of this heavy energy? What are messages for Capricorn? And you have one. And your message is, oh my gosh, cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So again, my intuitive message for you, Capricorn, use Himalayan salt or other earth-based salts, not sea salt, for a bath, for a detox bath, to cleanse yourself. Even if you're taking a shower, you can rub the salts onto your body to help you ground, to help you cleanse. Again, look into ways to detoxify your diet. That will significantly help balance out your energy as you are going through this transition from Scorpio season into Sagittarius. All right. So I hope that those messages resonated with you, my Capricorn loved ones. Please comment below and let me know how you felt about them. Also, if you like this reading, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to connect with me on Instagram, I do offer more tarot-based content there, as well as inspirations and affirmations. And if you would like to schedule a personal reading, that information, as well as the decks used today, are located in the description box below. If you would like some Reiki, which is an energy exchange to help you balance these chakras and navigate this energy, please email me and give me a little bit of information about yourself. Reiki is free of charge because it is an energy exchange between us. So if you'd like some Reiki, I'd be more than happy to do it for you. So until next time, my darling Capricorn loved ones, I am sending you so much healing, love, and light. Bye-bye.